So welcome to part 2 of this tutorial for Skills Demo 5. So let's continue here. So what I want to do is make a curve on the top of this whistle here. So I want to sketch on this surface. So I'm going to right click here and I want to sketch, and then just to bring that normal to, I just want to change the display style again to hidden lines. First of all, I'm going to come with a center line from the origin here and across, so it's 180. Next, you're coming up and making the center point arc. Okay, so this one here, and it's this first one here. So I'm choosing first of all on this axis, then I'm picking a point. So don't go to the corner here, just somewhere on this line. And second, I'll go back into that. Yeah, and over to here. Okay, so I'm just escaping from that. What I want to do is make the top of this arc coincident. So it's highlighting here for me. So I want to make them coincident like that. So just that top of the line and then our arc. And then finally, I want to make the dimension from here to this point 25, and you see that in the drawing anyway, that it'll be labeled. And that's that. To get that curve, so I use that center point arc to make that. So now the next step is just to extrude that. So just clicking on the line, okay, I'm just highlighting that line that I'm after drawing, go into features and go into extrude cut. Okay, and then the option that we choose is through all. So through all, and that's that. So you can see now that that curve has been made just from looking down on the top plane. So now what they want us to do is 1 mil fillet to the top edges. So let's do that now. So I'm going to go to my fillet here. And I'm going to the constant size, and it's 1. Yeah, and I just want to choose this line here. And then on the far side, it's this line here, and you can see that it's highlighting and giving you a preview what that looked like. So that's that fillet completed. Now the next step is making this little component at the back of the whistle, just maybe to hold it for a key ring or something like that. So let's draw this now. So what I want to do is draw on the front plane, so I'm going to right click on that and sketch. And then I'm going to right click again and go to normal 2. So I'm drawing over here. So first things first, let's draw that center line from the origin across. Okay, and I'm just making sure that it's a straight line. So you can see the 0 degrees. So I know that that's going to be straight. Okay, and I'm just coming with a line here and down like so. Okay, so that's, I just want to delete that because I'm getting a relation there as I'm picking up the center of the line here, so I don't want that. So I just want that line at 90 degrees. Okay, then we're coming across. This, and you'll see that I was able to get that a curve there. So what I did was, if you're drawing a line and you come back to your origin and back, so I just hovered back to my point where I started the line, and you can get that radius option instead of just having to go and click on a radius or a curve. It's just a simpler option. It's just a shortcut basically. Okay, so that's essentially what that shape is going to look like. So what I need to start doing now is adding measurements. So it's radius 3, 5 and 6. So first of all, I'll make this measurement here. That's going to be 5. Next, I can get the radius here. So this is going to be radius 3. And finally, this line here is 6. Like that. So what I might do is delete this line, and I notice my curve doesn't look correct, so I want to delete this as well. Yep. And I noticed that in this drawing it shows that the point of this curve is actually on this center line, so it looks to be 3 mil exactly. So let's do that now. So what I can do is come here, find the center point of this. That's it there. That there. So I just drew that circle. And I'm following this line here. So that's just a tangential line. Okay. So that looks about right. So now what I want to do is trim these entities. And obviously I need to trim this curve at the side also. So obviously when you're making that sketch, you can do it differently than I did in terms of getting that curve. So I just want to double check. So that's radius 3 now. And I can just put a measurement on this to make sure it's fully defined. So it's 4.85. And now what I can do is go to this feature here, revolve boss base, and it's just showing me a preview of it. The line of axis, so axis of revolution, so it's this center line, so that's good to go. And now you'll see that that component on the back being completed. And finally, the last step, I believe, is just shell on the feature. So it's going to be clicking on this top face, and it's going to be 0.5, so I'll do that now. So clicking on shell, front face, and that is going to be 0.5. Okay. And then very quickly what I want to do is click on this face here. So I want to sketch on it, so I'm going up here and sketch, and I want to sketch on this face, so I go normal 2. And you want to choose a corner rectangle here. What I'm doing is just making this rectangle very quickly. And I'll get up and what the dimensions are for this. So it's 6 and 20. So from this point here is 20. And size this rectangle. Okay, so those dimensions are correct and it's telling me it's fully defined. So what I want to do here is extrude cut. Okay, and obviously I don't want to cut through the whole part, so I'm going to go back here and just see. So it says up to surface, and I'll show you what surface that is going to be. So I'm going to up to surface, and if you view in here, we only want to cut this, basically that top layer. So if I view the underside of this, and that's highlighting that surface, so you see face 1, and that should be that. Okay. So let me just get back to the regular display style. And that's this whistle created. So you have one more step to do. You're just making a hole in this previous part we revolved. So that's very simple. It's just an extruded cut. So make sure you finish that part off. And then finally you'll be adding a stainless steel, a chrome stainless steel finish to it. So you'll be doing that process as well. But that's the end of this tutorial video, and that is the whistle, which is component 5 or skills demo 5 created. Thank you.